Hi everybody. I haven't done a video in a while, but I decided tonight I got this Dark Lord Philodendron as a small cutting, and I think it's about this leaf here in this cutting, and as you can tell he has grown a good bit, and I actually think he's to the point where I should consider taking him out of this moss and perlite that he has been in and put him in more of a soil mix and give him a moss pool to grow on. So I'm going to gently work some of this off. I was starting to get concerned that I was seeing a lot of algae in his pot, and honestly I don't know if that's really problematic or not, but I was just really starting to see a lot, and I thought, you know, he is well rooted enough that we can go ahead and, you know, he has plenty of roots. I think we can go ahead and move him to soil. Alright, so I don't know if you can tell, there's still a little bit of moss stuck on some of these fine roots, but I've got the majority of the bulk off, and I think it would do more harm than good at this point to try to pull any more off. So I will keep an eye on this as it transitions, you know, into soil. But I think the fine amount that's still stuck on here, if I pull, I'm gonna pull the fine roots off. So I think it would do more harm than good. So for now, I think we're gonna leave it like that. So unfortunately, as hard as I tried, you are gonna accidentally pull a root off. But I think that was the only main root. Some of this was actually just like moss, but so I'm gonna see which way. You sometimes want to eyeball your plant and figure out which way it seems like it wants to grow, or when you think about putting your moss pool in. Now, normally I would have a little bit shorter of a moss pole, because this guy is still pretty small, but he really seems like he wants to grow, which is why I'm going ahead and changing him now. but it looks like he's gonna want to grow up the pool this way. And I think he will appreciate it. Pat some of this down in here. And because you know, philodendrons like to grow upwards, and they are much happier with a pool. So I got enough dirt compacted around the pool. We've got the Dark Lord here in the front, and honestly, he's actually doing a really great job leaning up against this pole himself. So I don't even think, I like the Velcro tape they make for plants. They recommend it a lot for like tomato gardens, but I really like it for my house plants also. And I thought I was gonna need to use some of it on him, but he seems really good. You can tell that there's some space, but he is resting up against the pole. And we have a new leaf coming out here, and I think maybe when this grows a little bit taller, I might secure this part right here to the pole. But for now, I think he has enough support from it, and he will be happy. So I am going to keep an eye on him just to make sure he doesn't look like he's overwatered. I think his roots will be fine. Like I said, he lost like a root and a half, which I think he'll be okay. He had established enough roots. But here he is, and transitioning from this guy full of perlite and moss that was growing a lot of algae to this. I think he'll be growing up this in no time.